I know this is a bit of a different stream than what we are usually used to, but we've been trying out this idle gacha game for a while now, and for about a week, I would say. And it seems to be quite interesting because they do some of these. It keeps you hooked, is what I can say, because at the end of the day, it's still a gacha game with a lot of clicking and a lot of items and in-game currencies and whatnot, but keeps things interesting at least. So this is the basic combat of the game, how it looks. So you just arrange your characters in this SRPG fashion. You have your tanks, you have your assassins, and then you have your support, right? And the battles just for most part roll out themselves, I would say, because there isn't really much that you can do here beyond like controlling these actions that they can take. It's like a special ability that each character has, sort of. And when that bar feels like you can unleash that sort of, yeah. There you go. The bosses and the enemies you encounter in the normal, in the overworld, isn't too difficult. But if you're going to like challenge yourself, then you can go to this AFK stages where you can progress based on like your levels and whatnot. And the enemies here get progressively more difficult based on like where you are, what your level is, and what your heroes are. But the one thing that's really interesting about the heroes is, for example, if you're using a mage, an assassin, a tank, or a healer, like if you level up that character of that class, it automatically ties into the rest of the heroes. That means you don't have to grind separately on each hero. You can just level up the particular class of each hero, and it would be tied to all the heroes of that class.
You Makes desire an audience.
Bit interesting.
And what do you offer?
Looking at the character design, some of them are pretty neat. Like for instance, this
You're
is.
the only one who's never betrayed
I think this guy, he looks pretty cool.
We will make that.
Pretty cool, right?
Mysteries.
Some of the character designs are pretty cool, but
shipment,
others, not so much.
Am I?
Look at this guy.
Good day, boss.
And the voice acting is also interesting because you have all the characters, all the heroes, and all the main characters who are involved in the main quests, the MSQs. All of them are voice acted, and some of them are really good. Some of the voice acting is really good, but others not so much. Yeah, here's the equipment. Like the specific game elements are quite neat, but the game tries very hard not to make you too involved in the mechanics of the game, because at the end of the day, this is mostly an AFK idle game, which means these are the type of games that you don't invest too much of your time into. You just, switch off your brain and you just click the buttons that's on the display. But if you could like interact with these items individually, you can do that, but it really doesn't allow you to do that much until much later on, which is a weird thing. But so we can level up these characters. Now you can see the arrow mark at the side of their avatar, which means you can level them up. So
Mystery is the most beautiful thing a girl could wear. It's more charming than anything else.
So this is an S rank character that I have. So if you're looking at the character classes, I have like 3 S ranks right now. This fellow.
You're the only one who's.
You desire an audience.
So it looks like a. I don't know if you guys play League of Legends, but if you play League of Legends, this looks very Morgana like. Yeah. Some designs, like I said, are really cool, but others not so. Give you mail, free bundle. Yeah, you get a lot of freebies on the early stages of the game. There's just so much clicking involved, but either way, I think we can try a main story quest. See if we can do that. I believe there's also an option that lets you the character just go to the quest area by himself. Let's see. So auto route, there we go. So if you have this on, then probably no. They keep the game mechanics interesting because these combat it varies from like time to time. So in this particular instance, you just have your one hero fighting all these enemies. So I wonder who should deploy. Probably a good DPS would do. Maybe someone like Valen.
Yes, as you command. Now, what seems to be the problem?
He has this really cool ultimate where you can just...
It's time to show you my moves!
Interesting. So you have to kill all the enemies before the time goes down to 0. There we go, more enemies incoming. Valen is quite good even though he's not an S rank class. But personally I don't use him anymore because I have I'm mostly focused on rogues and assassins. Let's see if I can... I wonder if I can actually finish this crucible with there's one more. Oh, just the one. Okay. There we go.
Just as I expected.
Looking at the main character, there's some customization options involved where you can, adjust the looks, the clothing and everything, the cosmetics. So the story is basically like this is the Merlin character involved. Oh, YouTube, no. I can only see the Twitch chat from here. But let me switch to YouTube. I'm actually looking at the chat from my phone, so sorry about that. Can't see the YouTube chat, but let me switch. Oh yeah, I see some comments on YouTube, but since I am using Twitch mobile, I am unable to see that while I do the live stream. So who am I pulling for? I've been playing this for about a week, I would say. Not too fine, just a very early game so far, I think. So guys, if you want to talk to me this time, just use Twitch chat if it's convenient for you. Some of these moves are really cool, not gonna lie. So this is the healer, basically. This tank character is really good, like he's giving that Warcraft Wind King vibes, I would say. I guess a lot of those MMOs say this character like him. Oh, like a died. Interesting. There you go.
Well, victory is deserved.
Oh no, this is not on an emulator. This is on the... Is the game audio too loud? No, this is not an emulator. This is the PC version of the game. It's available from AFK Arena, AFK Journey, sorry, afkjourney.com. You can just go there and download it. It's pretty cool. So this is crystal defense. You have to protect this crystal against these enemies. Yeah, some of these game modes are really interesting. They sort of take that innovative turn.
Don't worry, your delivery's coming up.
I hear this game is like making some waves in the gacha scene, so probably a lot of people are playing it. Not sure if you guys have installed this as well, but do let me know how you guys are liking this game. Oh, more of them. Yeah, it got a lot of sponsors because I think like Raid Shadow Legends, this genre usually tends to get like a lot of attention because of how, you know, the mobile market. Mic is fine, cool, alright. But so far, my experience with this game has been alright. I wouldn't say that this is a really good game, but it's a fine game if you're just looking for that idle game genre experience. Yeah, if you're looking for that experience of like just simply tapping and, you know, getting that instant gratification without the game being too predatory, I guess this would be a good option. Game audio high, alright. Should be fine now. Lowered it a bit. The really cool thing about this game, the one feature I really appreciate is the PvP arena. You can challenge other players and like increase your rank and whatnot. But the weird thing is like even that feature is also behind a paywall. I'll show you after this battle.
Bow before the king.
Oh, this is on PC actually. Let me link you to the. I'll link in the chat. AFK Journey. You can get the PC download from here itself. Here you go. That's the PC download link. It's the official one. Oh, 65, that should be interesting. Oh, wrong one.
Come out, my servant, and fight for me.
Oh, okay, these guys are rather strong. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I can. I will have to switch to the auto mode. That's it's possible in this one. You can just go to battle, and then there's this option auto battle, right? You just click auto battle and then it will take care of things for you. So you don't even have to touch the keyboard.
Delivery's coming up. Come out, my servant, and fight for me.
That's auto battle. There we go. All sorted.
Well, victory is deserved.
Let me show you the PvP arena. So when you go to the battle mode, there's this arena feature that allows you to challenge other online players, right? But the thing is, you can only challenge them 4 times a day, and after that you have to buy them. Sorry, 5 times a day, and you have to buy these diamonds in order to play more, so which is a bit of a weird thing. To have the competitive part of the game behind that paywall is weird. Are they generated? I'm not actually sure. Let's have a look. Because like I said, like some of
Mystery is
these
the most
characters look
beautiful
really
thing a
cool,
girl
right?
could wear.
Like
It's more
her design
charming
looks
than
really
anything
cool.
Inventory,
I mean,
shipments, deliveries.
he
Am I
looks
missing
he
anything?
looks a bit
Mystery
weird.
is the most beautiful.
Inventory, ship.
You're the only one.
Thorin
who
looks
never betrayed me.
really good. I would say
Will
Thorin
make
looks
them
really good.
pay.
You desire an audience.
And she just looks like Morgana to me for some reason. She looks good. This is also really cool character design. I don't think they are AI generated, but I don't know enough about this. Like, I don't know the development process behind this, so can't comment too much on that. But some of the character designs are really cool, and others are like misses. Much like the voice acting, they have some really good voice acting in some of these characters and some of the scenes, but there are times when they really like sound weird. So yeah. Okay, this guy, right? This guy is too strong for me right now, but I think I don't have to go that way yet. I believe I turned on the automatic direction one. There is that. Auto route, yeah, there we go. I wonder why it's not working. I don't think there's an apply button over here. I think that's what's missing. Yeah. Anyway, we'll just stick with the manual part for now. Yeah, this is in fact an idle game. This is AFK. AFK is like, you know, that one franchise that does idle games like this, but the gacha aspect of this is pretty generous, I would say, even like compared to games like Honkai Star Rail or Genshin Impact, because you get a lot of really good characters early on. Like all of these, like 3 guys, these are all S-rank characters, and you can really get them early on. Like for example, if you are starting Genshin Impact, you would aim for 1 S-rank STR character, right? But here you can just aim for 3 of them, and you can just get 3 S-rank characters, and your build will be pretty much OP. So the gacha aspect of this game is very generous in that regard. So not too sure about the story. I mean, I couldn't compare it to Honkai Star Rail or Genshin Impact because I'm not really too familiar with the story aspect of those games, but I would say the story in this game is serviceable because it feels like there's one main quest, right? And this one main quest has like sort of intertwined side quests that are somehow connected to the main story, but it doesn't have that same level of impact for me as a really good, well-designed quest from like a JRPG or something, right? This just feels like, okay, this is interesting, so the players will just keep playing more a bit by bit, right? True. This is a smaller production for sure. And you have this, so this is sort of like the Dark Souls message system, I would say. You can leave these like signposts and people would just react to them, right? So for instance, I'll just leave one here for like cat, meow, and people will just react to this. So yeah, but it'll be in review for a while and the mods will approve it and it'll go live and people will just react it for. Okay, this is a voice actor.
Clearing surrounded by ruins. I think those mercenaries are guarding something over there.
Stop right there, you lot.
Do I have to keep saying it? Look, Lord Franz has been...
I know exactly what happened to Lord Franz.
Then why are you still blocking our way? Are your lives really worth the money he paid you? Or maybe he promised you riches beyond your wildest dreams if you protected this place. Because let me tell you, you are dreaming if you believe him.
Oh, what do you think it is? It's me, Ahsin. I mean, I'm not usually the gacha guy, but here I am. I guess I am a gacha guy, just not like a very Hoyoverse guy.
I don't know what we're guarding here, and I don't care to know what you're doing here.
See, if you look at this instance, I feel like it sums up the voice acting aspect of the game pretty well. This Mark Captain is like this NPC guy character who just comes in like midway in this quest, right? He has terrible voice acting. I believe, like it could be serviceable, but then you have Velen. Velen has some really good voice acting and some really good lines.
But a deal is a deal. We were paid to guard this place, and that's what we're going to do.
You don't need to uphold a contract with Lord Franz, He's not exactly a good person.
See, Velen has good voice acting, but Mark Captain,
honor
not
depends
so much.
on it. What kind of future will we have as mercenaries if we abandon our post simply because our client got arrested? So please, leave now before we're forced to carry out our duties.
Oh, I think right now they only have English. This game only has English, I think. Doesn't have any other dubs. Like I said, it's a small scale focused production that only wants to do this one idle gacha aspect thing, right? I don't think currently it has any other dubs, but we can check from the options, I believe, after this cutscene.
I understand. You're not wrong for being loyal, but you placed your loyalty on the wrong person. Draw your weapons.
Okay, so they've drawn their weapons, so this gives us the time to look at the voice acting actually. See, it only has English. It's only English. But the text you can have in some different languages, but for now, the voice acting is only in English. And I am someone who prefers the English dub, so for me it works rather well. I think this is a Korean developer, I think. Not too sure. I guess this is a boss fight.
Don't worry, your delivery's coming up. Come out, my servant, and fight for me.
There he goes. 9. Okay. It's pretty strong, I guess. Oh yeah, Mika has been playing Dragon's Dogma for a while. I believe we streamed it yesterday. Yeah, but personally for me, I haven't tried it yet. I've only been at the character creator so far. There you go. He's down.
Bow before the king.
Dragon's Dogma is a good time so far from our side. Like, we've been having fun with the game. There's a lot of things that you can do, but I think the thing that, you know, the developers expect you to do with Dragon's Dogma is figure out a lot of things on your own, which is what a lot of people are having issues with.
We fought our hardest, but it still wasn't enough. We surrender.
See, there's like no authenticity in that line. He's just reading from a piece of paper, it looks like.
We have no way of upholding our part of the contract in the face of overwhelming power. I will order my men to gradually retreat. Do as you wish here.
He's gone. I guess he wasn't such a bad person after all.
See, that's good voice acting as well. Yeah, and the game gives you these like options to respond to these dialogue lines, and it makes you want to interact with this more. And again, this is mostly like hits and misses. Some of them are like, some of the options are cool and interesting, while others are just, you know, one line in different ways.
It's a good thing nobody knew you
Exactly,
were Merlin all along,
illusion of choice.
or else they would have run off a long time ago. We wouldn't have gotten so much useful information otherwise.
That must be the place where you hid the seal all those years ago. I can sense its residual magical energy. Even after years and years of being drained of its power, I can still sense the warm determination woven into its magic.
See, Mariel is also like not that good. Sometimes she has some good lines, but
It was this very magic that sparked the flames in my heart.
this.
That flame has never been extinguished, Majesty. Not even once. Now go. Cast your magic as you did in the past and let its golden warmth wash over this land once more.
Oh, this is interesting. I believe this is going to be a big cutscene, but hey, we've got more in-game currency that we need to obtain. This is the thing I don't really like about the gacha side of gaming. It's just there's so much like content that's thrown your way, you know. You always have to click obtain on these currencies and stuff. Tap and hold. Okay, here we go, cutscene. Oh, interesting. I guess that cutscene wasn't optimized for PC.
Oh, I didn't get to memorize the incantation. Oh, would you mind doing it one more time?
And that, everyone, is the power of Merlin. I can sense a faint stirring deep within the earth. A heart that should have stopped beating long ago has begun to pulse with new vitality.
Does that mean the seal has been mended? Will the cold weather finally go back to normal?
In a matter of days, yes. This land needs some time to heal. As the cold, stiff earth regains consciousness, warmth and vitality will return once more.
Thank goodness it's finally over. We should go back and report everything to General Hogan.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, looks
the
like I'll
daily
have a lot of
quests and
paperwork to
stuff,
do.
right? I can understand why it can get so repetitive, because you just log in and to do the daily rewards and get those, daily quests in. It can get a bit tedious. That's the thing with these gacha games, like you have to constantly put in the work and get in the currency.
Wait,
Starts feeling a
aren't
bit
we missing
weird.
someone? Where'd the rabbit go? He didn't just run off, did he? I know he's a natural escape artist, but he really helped us out. I was even going to ask General Hogan to reward him for his troubles. Yeah, we should look for him outside of camp. I just hope nothing happened to him.
Alright. So that's one of the characters who were with us. He's gone now. So we have to look for him. Now one other thing I want to show is the map is pretty big actually. So this is the map of the game so far. As you can see, we are here right now, but it's like a lot of area that needs to be explored. So it's pretty spacious. It's pretty big. But the open world aspect of the map isn't that good, because you have these puzzles and these enemies everywhere, but it feels very mundane, You have puzzles, but they are not really puzzles. You just kind of press buttons and the puzzle just solves itself automatically. So the puzzles are there, but they aren't interesting. Like the open world is there, it's big, it's spacious, it's vast, but there isn't really much that you can do here, except from the typical open world stuff, But I would give them the soundtrack is good. The game has a good soundtrack. And you see all these other players, and you can even, this is already a friend of mine. You can invite them to your server, to your guild and stuff. It's things a bit interesting. It's almost time. Oh, it's already been 30 minutes, so I was gonna call it a night, but I wanted to show one thing before I go, which is a very interesting quest sort of thing. Here's the Dream Realm. So the Dream Realm is these daily monsters that spawn. You can challenge them and beat them and earn rewards, that sort of thing. And these guys are always a fun time. I haven't been able to beat him yet, but I'll show you, because I have 4 chances left. So I'll just show you how this goes down, because these guys are very interesting. A logo and a banner. No, sorry, but thank you for the offer. We already have a logo and a banner. Oh yeah, sorry, 30-minute stream, because I have to cook. I have to prepare my dinner. But let me know what you think of this game. Like, how are you enjoying it, Trickster? Have you tried this?
Your delivery's coming up.
What do you think of this AFK journey? This guy is strong. He will get progressively more difficult when this bar hits 80%, 70%. He will just obliterate me. Hey, but so far I think I'm not doing too bad. Oh, let me know what do you recommend? Maybe I want to try it myself as well. Do you have some good recommendations? What's a good idle game that you would recommend? %79%. Still alive. Oh, I beat my time now. Oh, interesting. Can I beat him though? Oof, he's going to do that attack. Yikes. Wow, okay. Never mind. Well, I managed to beat my own time, so I guess that's something.
Bow before the king.
61%. If I had gotten to 90%, I would have gotten something. If I have got anything to level up my heroes with. I haven't tried many idle games. It's just this one and what was that? I'm gonna try something else. Just can't really place it. But the other really gacha games I've played were, you know, there was this Regalia Lust. Now that was a good one. Yeah, it's a weekly challenge. Daily challenge more like. There's like different battle modes that you can go to. But the thing about this is like it would be cool to challenge in these, you know, arenas and stuff, but if they could just, you know, get that paywall out of the way, it would be very interesting. There's a Trailblaze. I think that's a Oyova's thing, right? HSR. They have some Trailblazers there. There's an item over here. See, you're just running around opening chests, like there isn't really much that you can do. Well, I guess you can even like change your, you know, preferred time of the day. Switch to dawn. Ooh, what's this? Alright, I think I'll just end the stream here for tonight. Since I'm a bit free these days, I'll probably do the type of enemy. I don't think so. I think it's pretty standard. The same enemies are spawning, you know, in the locations, and when you defeat them and after a certain while they appear again. Don't think there's an enemy type or anything like that. At least not to my knowledge so far. But I think even with like 139,000 power IM, this would still be considered early game, I guess. But my early game impressions are like this is a pretty okay game. It's interesting. It keeps me a bit interested in like trying out the game so far. It's not too bad. So yeah. But it is very like, you know, it has a lot of paywalls, a lot of currencies and that sort of stuff, which is really something that I don't really like in a game. But hey, I am trying an idle gacha game, so I don't have any other expectations from this genre. But yeah, no worries, more than welcome. All right, thanks for joining the stream. So I hope this was sort of like a different type of stream than what we are used to. We normally like don't do much gacha streams, but if you have any recommendations, do send us some of your recommendations our way though, so we can try it, and we will see what this idle gaming genre has to offer. Because this is pretty big in the mobile market, I am guessing, so yeah. Alright, and that's it for tonight. Thank you for joining the stream, and see you guys again maybe tomorrow. Since I'm a bit free, I'll probably start streaming more often these days, so yeah. Thanks a lot, and good night guys.